still waiting, guys. Hopefully discharged today. We're all doing pretty good, especially my dad. My dad somehow has a way of just coping with things, right? He just perseveres and plugs his way through. We arrived at the condo today and I heard the hair dryer going. And I thought, oh, my dad's just got out of the shower. He must be blow drying his hair. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. He doesn't have much hair. Why is he blow drying his hair? I come in, he's on the couch blow drying his feet. And I said, Dad, what are you doing? He says, my feet are cold. So I'm just using the hair dryer to warm them up a little bit. Your feet are cold, so you're using a hair dryer. He goes, yeah, the hair dryer's hot air. It's warming my feet. And then, well, I'll get you a hot water bottle maybe for if your feet get cold at night. No, don't worry about it. When they get really cold, I just blast them for a couple of minutes. He's got it all figured out. Nothing phases him. we have to get some mobility units for Mom, right? For when she gets out, she needs a wheelchair. She needs a slow walker. The slow walker is from going from the bed to the bathroom. The wheelchair is for buzzing around the property outside. She already has a walker with like 4 wheels. We didn't know, but apparently it's called a fast walker, a fast moving walker, which may be too much for her. And the brakes weren't working. I went and checked the stupid thing and the brakes aren't working. It's got 4 wheels and it scoots around like a go-kart. If you're holding it, right? It runs out ahead of you. And the brakes aren't working. I go, Dad, the brakes aren't working here. Do you have any tools? I got to tighten the brakes. He says, don't worry about tightening the brakes. I go with her. I slow it down if it starts scooting ahead. I go, what? I walk in front of her. I'll slow it down if it... So I used a pair of pliers and I went down there and you just have to turn a little screw like on a bicycle and the brakes, because I guess the wheels are getting worn. You have to adjust them all the time, right? So now the brakes are sturdy on her fast walker. And we have to get the slow walker. We're going to go get the slow walker this afternoon. And my dad said, what do you mean slow walker? What's a slow walker? Why do you want her to walk slow? You don't want her to walk slow. It's a walker that moves slow so it doesn't get away from her. So when she gets up from bed and has to go to the bathroom, it only has 2 wheels and the back doesn't have wheels, so she can just slowly, without it like rolling away. And he says, well, why don't we just take 2 wheels off the one she has and then it'll be slow. He says, no, done. Yeah, I'll just get the hacksaw and we'll cut off the 2 back wheels and put some rubber on, or I'll use 2 tennis balls. I've seen people with tennis balls, and then it'll be lopsided. So I had to convince him that that's not the easy way to do it. I'll just go buy a slow walker. How many walkers do you need in an apartment? Where are you going to put all this stuff? Got a walker in that room, a walker in this room, a wheelchair over there? And when I finally convinced him that we're going to get the walker, whether he agrees or not, we're going to go get the slow walker, the wheelchair, right? His big concern, okay, fine. If you're going to get a walker and a wheelchair, go ahead. But don't get a bulky one. I want it to fold down to fit in the car. I go, they all fold down. Don't get a bulky one. I don't want a bulky one. How am I going to drive around and take her to the mall if I can't fit a big wheelchair? I guess he doesn't understand that they all fold. So we're going to get her the folding wheelchair and the slow walker. And I fixed the brakes on her fast walker. And my daddy, he's coping, right? He's coping. We were here last night. We stay and visit him all day, and then I'm staying at my sister's house. But my dad is losing weight. The guy is like a jackrabbit, but he's getting skinnier and skinnier. Right? We were here yesterday, and he had these jars on the counter. Like he eats, but he doesn't eat enough protein, I think. He's got these jars on the counter with this orange, yellow stuff in it. And I said, Dad, what's this? Did some old lady here give you some preserves or something? He goes, no, that's applesauce. I go, applesauce? You got like 4 jars of applesauce here on the counter. He goes, yeah, I like applesauce. I have applesauce with my toast. Sometimes I have applesauce with my oatmeal. And I go, you didn't buy this at the store. Where'd you get the applesauce? He goes, I make my own applesauce. I can handle making applesauce. Like he's insulted. I can make my own applesauce. Why do I have to go to the store? Why are you bothering me? So I said, well, where'd you get the apples? And he says, from a tree. This is my dad, guys. These are the conversations we have. Go, Dad, but where'd you get the apples? From a tree. What do you think I am, stupid? I go, what tree? He goes, I've got my tree. Every fall around this time, the apples are ripe, and I know 1 or 2 trees in my special spot, and I go and I pick the apples. If I can't reach the apples, I shake the branches. I get enough apples to do 4 or 5 jars. Well, where is this apple tree? And it's not close. It's not like just outside. He goes downstairs and he gets on his bike and he cycles like down one of these roads here that don't have bike lanes. They're like 4-lane highways practically. He goes, you got to keep going a little far. I explore. You got to go a little bit farther as they build subdivisions. But there's one over there. And he's telling me where it is. It's like 4 miles away. He goes, I've been using that apple tree for now 2 or 3 years. It's a great, the jam is amazing. You're going to have to try some. So he's got a secret apple tree. This year in the spring, he was pissed off because his secret spot where he gets the asparagus, apparently he went there and someone had been there. Because he told me that right after the apple discussion. He goes, yeah, this year I went to get the asparagus and I went to my special spot about 3-4 days after a nice hard rain in the spring. And I went there and someone had already picked some asparagus. I got enough, but I could see that the stems were snapped. Did you tell anyone about my secret asparagus spot? And I go, Dad, I live 4,000 miles away. I didn't tell anyone in Toronto about your secret asparagus spot. He goes, I would have had so much asparagus, but some asshole took half of it. So he didn't get as much asparagus as he wanted. But he's like a rabbit. He eats like the applesauce and the asparagus and all sorts of these things that I think are, like we're walking down the street. We went for a walk around the complex here. And they were cutting the grass. There was these, because all the maintenance is provided here. And these guys were cutting the grass. The guy was going on one of these ride-on mower things, and we're walking down just having a normal walk, and then my dad sees the guy in the thing and he runs out in front of the lawnmower, and he's like, like he's on the highway with car trouble. He's waving, oh, and the guy stops. He's got his headphones on, he's probably listening to music. He goes, there's an old crazy guy in front of the lawnmower. He stops and he's in one of these enclosed things, right? And he opens the window and he goes, can I help you, sir? And my dad says, do you use any pesticides? Do you use any pesticides or weed eaters or things on the grass? And the guy says, he actually knew the answer. He says, no, we don't use any pesticides or herbicides. Everything we do here is organic, and we simply cut the grass. We don't do any fertilizing or anything like that. He goes, oh, good. So I can eat, and he named off 2 or 3 things, the sclopete and the dandelion leaves and he's got about 4 or 5 different kinds of weeds. I would think they are weeds, but apparently they're not. They're edible plants. When he wanders around and he goes, oh, no, and he goes and he picks it and puts it in his little plant. He's got like 4 or 5 species of plants that when he's wandering around, he may just pick them up on the side of the sidewalk. And when he comes back, he's got like stuff for his salad. And I'm eating these salads. I go, ooh, this is really good. What is this? Arugula? No, it's not arugula. It's kind of like arugula, but not exactly. It's a little bitter, but it's quite nice. Yeah. You like it? I could get more of it. He's just picking it outside. So he's like a rabbit, right? He just if there was a world-ending event, like a meteorite hit the world and all our food industry got devastated and we all had to fend for ourselves, my dad would wander into the woods and survive like easily, right? He'd find things under rocks and roots, and he knows how to survive. He grew up in a time where they just knew how to take care of themselves. But he's turning into a rabbit. All he does is he eats these weeds that he picks and asparagus, and he makes applesauce and anything. Like if there's any kind of tree with some sort of an edible fruit, he'll pick it and eat it. Even if it's like on the side of the road, he's driving by, he'll pull over and jump the fence and go up, and he comes back with 4 or 5. Oh, these are going to be great. Like, but he doesn't eat enough protein, right? So what I did is I went on. We're making him dinner every night now, so that, and we'll make like a chicken, mashed potatoes, and some broccoli. A very simple meal, right? The chicken, mashed potato, like nice grilled chicken piece, breast, broccoli, and the mashed potatoes. Put it on the plate, just a and you every dinner. It doesn't matter what we cook or what we prepare over the last 4 or 5 days. It's dinner time. We make dinner. Dinner's ready. Sit down. He sits down. We put the plate in front of him, and it's always the same reaction. The same reaction every single time. Oh, how am I going to eat all this? Oh, you think I'm going to be able to handle all that? Wow. Yeah, if I eat like this every day, I'd weigh 300 pounds. Right? Dad, you've lost 50 pounds in the past 5 years. I wish you weighed 300 pounds, because at least you'd be starting at a high and you'd be moving down. Because he gorges himself on fruits and vegetables and nuts and berries and roots that he finds outside, but he doesn't have protein. So I boiled 6 eggs. I hard-boiled 6 eggs, right? 4. I bought a dozen, I hard-boiled 6. Because sometimes he just doesn't, he doesn't have time, or he doesn't remember to cook them. So I hard-boiled 6 eggs. And I said, I'll mark. I said, I hard-boiled 6. I'll put them back in the carton, but I'll mark them. Give me a magic marker. I'll put H, B, or an X on the ones I've hard-boiled, so that you could at least have a couple for breakfast. You don't even have. You can eat your roots and berries and applesauce, but you can have a hard-boiled egg. The white is a lot of protein. And I'll just mark them so you know which one's which. Mark them. What do you think? I'm an idiot? I don't know how to tell the difference between a hard-boiled egg and a soft egg? You know how to tell the difference between a hard-boiled and a soft egg? And my sister's like, no, how do you tell the difference? So he goes in the fridge and he gets the eggs out and he goes, give me a hard-boiled one and give me a soft one. No problem. And he knows how to, you spin the egg, right? You spin the uncooked egg and it won't spin very well because it's liquid, but if you spin the hard-boiled one, see? That one's hard-boiled. This one. Okay, I won't mark them. So I left the 6 hard-boiled eggs unmarked in the carton. And I and I said, you have 2 hard-boiled eggs tomorrow morning with your applesauce, okay? You can have a piece of toast and applesauce, have 2 hard-boiled eggs with that for breakfast, and we'll see you, when we get there. Okay, so we get here today. I go, how you doing, Dad? I'm doing good. Did you have breakfast? Oh, yeah, I'm stuffed. I had breakfast. I go, what did you have? He goes, I had lots of stuff. I had everything. I eat well. I know what I should eat. I go in the fridge. I open the thing. There's still 12 eggs. He hasn't had the eggs. I go, Dad, did you have eggs? He goes, no, I didn't have time to cook any. I go, I hard-boiled 6 of them for you. What? You hard-boiled 6? I go, yeah, yesterday I hard-boiled 6 eggs for you so that you can have 2 hard-boiled eggs this morning. He comes over, looks over my shoulder into the fridge. I've got the eggs there. So you see, there's still 12. He looks at him. He goes, well, how the hell am I supposed to know you're hard-boiled? They all look the same. I go, 6 of them are hard-boiled. Well, how am I supposed to know? I was going to mark them for you. He goes, what? You don't think I could tell the difference? It's just it's a comedy act. Yeah, I know you can tell the difference. Yeah, but I didn't know they were hard-boiled. Why didn't you put it on? Why didn't you leave me a note on the fridge door? It's like, oh. So I guess I have to hard-boil the eggs and just leave them on the counter, because I guess they won't go bad. And I'll put a little sign there that says hard-boiled. Jesus Christ, guys. I know it's funny. It's funny, but it's ridiculous. And this is what we're going through. I'm having a very nice visit. It's fantastic, right? It's good. We're bonding. I'm going to try and get him out fishing if I can. Just for a couple hours in the afternoon. Just somewhere easy in a little pond where the fish are stocked. Just to get out and get some air and do something he enjoys. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that later today after my sister and my dad visit my mom. Today. Of course, I'm not allowed, right, because of the restrictions. I'm not one of the assigned visitors. and they're gonna Zoom call me now here in the next few minutes. So this is what I'm doing, guys. Things mom's looking good. I think probably tonight or tomorrow. They told us that 2 days ago. Tonight or tomorrow she'll be let out. Then it was tonight or tomorrow. Tonight or tomorrow. And maybe today is going to be tomorrow or tonight. So hopefully she'll be out soon here. And I'm just, I'm just here. So that's what I got for you today. You guys have a fantastic day. I will try and have a fantastic day as well. And I hope my mom and dad, who are visiting at the hospital, have a fantastic day. That's all I got for you today.